Hello guys. Yeah, so I'm making a quick video to how to get the Reapers to work properly in FinalBurn. I'm not too sure about things like RetroBox, LaunchBox, all those front ends. I have no idea how to use those front ends, but maybe doing it this way, you probably gotta, I guess, do it in the front end that way too. So pretty much like, let me start the game quick. So pretty much, right? If you're having an issue like, okay, let's fast forward a little bit. Okay, see, I can move the mouse kind of fine, but it's like all over the place. Let me just double check. Yeah, x-axis, y-axis. Yeah, so you see how the mouse is like, you see how it's like all over the place? Like it's not, I can't consistently aim, just barely. So, I found a way to fix that, right? I found a way to fix that. So, it just comes down to just about all Final Burn games, the shooter games, they were based on they were based on not like they were based on like a fixed position, so pretty much almost like a joystick, and it has a center point, and you pretty much move those devices or guns along the center point. The problem is you're using a mouse or a free moving device like the light gun, so it doesn't tend to work properly. It's just always looking for a center point, and it's going all over the place. But I figured it out. You pretty much gotta change the configuration of Final Burn and set your gun to joystick mode, and then redo your controls, and it works fine. Um, So what you do is you go to Final Burn, right? Go to your folder of Final Burn, go to the config file, and then look for FB Neo 64 or whatever your exe that you're running from. So for example, if mine is a FB Neo 64, um, go to config, look for that folder, that file, sorry, do Control F, and then keep typing and actually keep searching for the word gun until you see something that says positional mode. So I'm gonna hit it once, twice, about three times. Okay, so right here, positional mode, it's gonna say zero. It's gonna say zero like this, right? What you gotta do is change it to one, which is what I'm gonna do right here. So change it to one. So positional mode where it's supposed to have like a dead zone, a center point. So like a joystick. So you after you do that, you hit save, and then you're gonna pick up your light gun and set it to um the joystick mode. This right here, hold it to the right while holding down this button right here, right? So hold on the first button while holding this to the right. It's gonna make, after a couple of seconds, this center LED is gonna turn yellow. That means you're in joystick mode. And you know because when you point at the screen, the mouse won't work anymore. You'll notice like you won't see the cursor tracking anymore. So I'm about to do it right now. This did mine to turn yellow, and I'm pointing at the screen, but you don't see the cursor anywhere. So that means we're in mouse mode. And then what you can do is you can go to your settings. I have a shortcut here, but you can right click on the Windows symbol, go to settings. For some reason it won't open up when I do it though. I don't know why. I don't know why it's not working, which is really weird. But anyway, you gotta go to settings. If I type it, let's see, settings. Oh, it came up, but it's really slow. Okay, so go to settings, go to devices, then go on the top right, go to devices and printers, and then you're gonna see like RetroShooter 2. Just wait for it for a second. At least my own, I have to wait for a couple of seconds. Right click on it, go to game controller settings, properties, and then you're gonna see like the center point. Point now. You can point at the screen and try to make sure you can touch all the corners. If not, you gotta go to settings and then hit calibrate. So pretty much it's like a joystick now, right? Like you have a flight stick. So joystick now. But I don't have any problems because I already calibrated it. Not sure if I had to at the time, but you can see I can hit all the corners just fine. And this is the mode we have to be in when we're playing almost so far every shooter that I've tried. Um, yeah, my mouse is in the way, but you can see I'm tracking. Right? So I can hit the corners just fine. Um, make sure your buttons work, try your buttons, that stuff. But I'm pretty much okay. So now we're gonna go back to FinalBurn again and then run the game again. But now we gotta remap the controls because it was mapped before as if it was a mouse. It's gonna read the buttons differently as a joypad or a joystick. So we gotta go get in there, delete the controls, and then remap it while it's in joystick mode. So F5 for FinalBurn. So delete these, delete that, all this stuff. Delete this. Actually, I can highlight them and just delete, right? No, I can't. Remove the coin buttons. Alright, so now, set your coin. Oops. Your start button. And then for the x-axis, you click on it and you move anywhere from left to right and hold it. So left, for example. Hold it. Y is up and down, so go up slightly, hold it. It's kind of taking a while. I'm not too sure why. Alright, got that mapped. Alright, and now set your firing buttons and your reload buttons. And then try the game over. And for your sensitivity, you can keep it at 100, but if you find the cursor is kind of slow, compared to where you're moving, you can kind of like increase the speed in relation to how you're pointing. So like, what if you don't want to point your gun all the way to the edge of the screen to get to the edge of the screen? You could increase this a bit. So the gun will slowly, the more you increase it, the more the cursor will slightly be ahead of you. But you can leave it with 100 and go from there. You can leave it with 100. I'll try 150 and see how it feels. But that should be it. Now if I try it, it should track, right? So enter the coins, press the start button, fast forward it a bit. Look, perfectly fine. Oh, yeah, look, I'm moving perfectly fine. And you notice there's a sticky point in the center, because that's the center point, like your joystick, right? That's that return point. So it actually emulates that, but look, I can hit every single person just fine. And that's it. And all you gotta do is just remap all the light gun games in FinalBurn the same way. I can hit this guy perfectly fine. See? And that's it. And remember, all you gotta do to bring it back as a mouse, just do the same thing, right? Hold this to the right, analog stick, and hold this down for about a couple, maybe 3 or 4 seconds, and it's gonna go green in the center right here. That's how you know you're in mouse mode. And when you point at the screen, I'll do it right now. When you point at the screen, the mouse should start moving. That means you're in mouse mode again. There you go. Now all the other games that just use the mouse fine with this gun, you'll be fine. I hope this helps. I try to keep it down under 10 minutes, but this is my third attempt. Alright, thanks.